The metropolitan area is gearing up for what is predicted to be the first big snowstorm of the season. But for those in the northern and western part of the region, this storm is likely to be nothing out of the ordinary.
Snow is nice. It comes down, it piles up, and push it off, and you're good. Ice is very, very dangerous.
And it's ice that Sussex County has been dealing with for the most part this season. In December, an ice storm virtually paralyzed Vernon Township and the surrounding areas, leaving residents in the dark for days. And now this week, ice has taken over towns on the opposite side of the county, knocking out power for just a few hours for some, but more importantly, making everyday life very dangerous for residents.
The ice events we've been having are large and they're intensive. It's a couple inches of rain, and as you can see, you get half to 3/4 of an inch of ice, and it starts bringing everything down. It makes the wires sag. It brings weak trees down.
The trees that were coming down were very large trees, and they were taking transformers, poles, wires down, and we were working very good. Thank goodness New Jersey Power and Light works very well with us. And they come in, they do their wires, we go in, we do our tree removal, we remove the trees.
The close proximity to people with down power lines, it's very important that the people know that not to come in contact with the wires, because the wire's down doesn't mean it's dead. And we've had a lot of people that don't understand when the wires are in the roadway, you don't want to go near those, even with your car. You want to avoid them with all utmost caution.
Ice removal also takes a huge chunk out of Sussex County's budget. The process is more labor intensive, it takes longer to clear, which means more overtime hours for workers. It uses more material, and it's unsafe for all parties, workers and residents alike. Now, all today, crews in Sussex mobilized ahead of the storm, loading trucks and pre-treating roadways for a storm that's forecasted to dump 6 to 12 inches of snow up in Sussex and 3 to 6 inches in the metropolitan area.
We're going back into that, preparing for the storm Saturday, so we can get our trucks greased, washed, reloaded, snowplow blades changed, grit. We're mixing material now in our sheds for the upcoming storm with our salt and grit. So it's an ongoing thing with us.
Reporting from Sussex County, I'm Matt Fitzpatrick, WNBC News.